Hey there, good morning. Today I'm going for a trip to Singapore for 4 days and 3 nights. And I want to show you how it's gonna go and show you all my trip because I'm pretty excited for this. It's a new country, I've never been there. And yeah, so right now I am just taking care of some stuff. I'm gonna go with this bag for the camera. That's usually how I roll. And this bag for for the laptop and all my stuff. Well, for now it's still a mess. Yeah, I'm kind of getting it all together, but that's about it. So I'm pretty excited to be sharing this with you. It's kind of a little travel vlog kind of video, and let's go and start the ride, the day. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, so I have landed in Singapore and no idea what I'm gonna say in this video. I'm just starting to warm up, to take some pictures, take some video, and it's pretty awesome here. So it's pretty awesome. Let me just show you a little bit around. It's like coming from Phuket, this is totally different. I have 4 days here and I'm gonna visit. There's this island called Sentosa. I'm gonna visit the Marina Bay, the how you call it, the hotel, the one there's a lot of stuff to see. I'm gonna meet a friend. I'm gonna interview this friend hopefully. His name is Zheng Wen. He's Singaporean, and yeah, it's interesting that I ended up here. Actually, I'm on my way to see him right now, and I just landed on this little nice patch of grass. Hopefully, it's not on my ass right now. So yeah, that's essentially it. Hopefully we're gonna get more video footage here. It's really interesting. I'm not sure what am I doing right now. It's a travel vlog or what the hell can you call that, but I'm pretty excited to be here in Singapore, and I think it's nice so far. I pulled out 300 Singaporean bucks, which is equivalent to about $250 US. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I just ate in 7-Elevens, not that expensive, transportation. I bought a ticket to essentially for 3 days for like 20 bucks, so like pretty nice. And yeah, I'm here. It's really nice, beautiful. People are pretty much seem to be friendly here, smiling, and we were pretty interested to see what the hell am I doing here. So I have 4 days and hopefully it's gonna be interesting. So until the next time, Bova out. Alright, so I'm on my way to meet Zheng Wen right now, and it's been pretty interesting. I mean, the metro here in Singapore is pretty easy to figure out. I mean, let me just show you how it happened. So essentially, I started from the airport, and then I had to switch. It's pretty easy. It's I guess like in any other city in the world. So anyway, or maybe not, but anyhow, now I'm in Bugis, which is this area, and I gotta go to Tanjong Pagar to meet Zheng Wen. And this is the Marina Bay area, where all the hotels. Hopefully gonna show this part as well. Go down the metro now and see what's there. It's pretty interesting to be doing that. It's not a kind of a usual video that I do, but I guess Singapore is worth it to kind of show you around. So yeah, that's the Bugis area, and yeah, it's going down now. So I'm going to meet Zheng Wen, and Zheng Wen is a Facebook marketer. He's also a funnel hacker, and I'm pretty excited to be meeting him because he helped me a lot in my journey on Amazon. And I don't know what actually we're going to be speaking about, but I guess he can share his wisdom with us, and that would be really nice. Although he's really young, but in my opinion, he's very, very talented dude. And hello, very nice people here in Singapore. Now I just gotta catch the right train, hopefully. And yeah, so that's where you buy the tickets. But I've gotten a pass for like three days, and essentially that's the I was saying the Marina Bay area, and yeah, hopefully meet Zheng Wen there. So okay, there's much more traffic around here. I gotta go somewhere there. Well, what's really weird coming from Phuket is it's just it's how it is, like city. So coming from a village, you're like, what the hell happened? Like just flying there here is like pretty awesome. But so far it's awesome. Like people are nice, and So that's the metro area. I gotta go down the other way, the east-west lane. And so heading down to the Marina Bay area. Something nice I've seen is this one. Words that take you ahead of the curve. Yeah, it's awesome because words are powerful things. And in Singapore, the government or whatever that is encourages the people to read and essentially do stuff about their commute. So words take you ahead of the curve. Here it says, sharpen your mind and enrich your commute. So essentially, you know, it's pretty nice to see somewhere in the metro because usually people are, it's fine, okay, welcome, and enrich your commute. That's awesome. This is encouraging to actually go and read something while you're while you're commuting instead of just like being in your phone glued and you just read. So +1 to the Singaporean metro hopefully, and see you soon. So today is day number 2 of my trip and I'm still in Singapore, although it seems like I'm somewhere else maybe, but this is Fort Canning in Singapore. And Fort Canning is like a huge park from what I'm seeing right now. I just arrived from the metro, just had a little breakfast in like an Indian place. It's pretty nice. The prices here are quite more expensive than Phuket, for example, but not as expensive as it seems. What I've discovered, what makes Singapore that expensive generally is the price of a car here and the price of accommodation. So in order to buy a car here, I guess it's quite expensive. Same about the apartment or whatever, house. So today I'm planning to go to Sentosa, I think it's called. It's an island, also supposed to be very green and beautiful. It kind of reminds me of being in Berlin, because in Berlin there was like a kind of huge forest in the middle of the city. It's really nice to have this concrete jungle suddenly turns into a jungle like this. And let's see if we can see it through the video. I've just gotten here, so like there's plenty more to explore. Pretty nice. So the road is there, and I think I got it right from this area. A lot of awesome trees here, stuff like that. Pretty ancient stuff. Very exciting to be having this in the middle of the city, so I think that's a pretty big bonus. So I'm just gonna be going around today and shooting more videos. Bit a new style of trying and shooting this kind of videos, so hope it goes well. And I guess it's time to take to, or let's see where I take next. There is the Hotel Fort Canning, Panakur Laragan. I think I'm gonna go here to the Spice Garden, green, like into the forest. So I found this really nice sculpture, and it's called Odes to Being. The idea of the sculpture that the incredible strength of human spirit. No, this sculpture represents the incredible strength of the human spirit to progress despite life's challenges. Let me show it to you, like how it looks. So it's a sculpture. It's a proper sculpture. Take a second to imagine what you're seeing there. But essentially what it says is, like from religious perspective, represents the crucifixion of human flesh, which God's glory is established. And in order pole represents the tension experienced by the person, while the sharp peg signifies the challenges of life. Alright, the human being, a natural survivor, adapts to thrive despite the discomfort, assimilating the foreign element of his benefit. So that's where it's getting penetrated, and that's how we survive. So that's pretty interesting, I guess. I mean, if you find it interesting in a way. So Fort Canning so far, there's like a place over there. Just gonna zoom to that. So it says protected place. And just zoom there, there it is. So essentially, if you cross this fence, then you might get shot. There are pretty awesome trees here as well. It's like, look at this, all the way up. Hey, good morning. Look at this, so it's all in the middle of the concrete jungle. And yeah, again, if you cross this area, you're just gonna get shot. Right, so there are plenty of cool trees around here, and this one really caught my attention. Essentially, it comes from over here, right? And it kind of got joined with Let me show you with the other tree here, which is fallen from there, I guess. And then I'll just continue with the Sentosa Island. I think I'm gonna go clubbing tonight, so that's gonna be really nice. Clubbing has always been something I've loved doing. It's always nice to come to a new place and discover what kind of clubs the place has. So actually I haven't been always clubbing at the club, it's just been a few years, but there's something nice about clubbing anyway. And there's unauthorized filming again. If I film something there I might get shot at. Right, so that's quite an unusual video, because here in the Fort Canning I ran into a cemetery. Interesting enough, there was a person with the same name of me, and he was born actually in the 19th century and died in the 19th century as well. But I guess the idea of this video, well, let me just show you what's going on here. So essentially that's the Fort Canning area, and it's a little cemetery here, and this is Vladimir Astafiev. It's interesting, like what fascinates me essentially is like the idea of this Russian guy who's born here, and there's even a candle there. I guess it's been lit sometimes. Like, how did he end up dying here, getting here, being a late lieutenant of the Imperial Russian Army? It's pretty interesting, and this reminds me of a video that my friend did, Chris Jones, a while ago about cemeteries, how important it is to visit them sometimes in order to see, because around here what's buried is dreams, hopes, desires, ideas, fears, so many things. And once you get to these places, once you get to see all of this, it might give you a little perspective on your own fears, desires, or whatever. Because once you get to this and you see that some people perished like years ago, for me it's a little bit of motivation, you know. Here's somebody who's German, I guess, Korpusavletskих Штурманов. So he was a Navy guy. So for some reason I really believe that if you have someone who's buried anywhere and you want to get some new perspectives on stuff, then go to a graveyard and just get a little bit of perspective on what the fuck is going on with your life, because it will probably give you just a little read, and maybe there's like a little gravestone, you can see what happened to the person, and then once you do that, you'll see that your own problems and desires, fears, whatever is, you can make your own conclusions from this. So very interesting place. So I'm continuing my travels now. I'm gonna go to Sentosa, I think, and I think that's the end of Fort Canning. Pretty nice place, and what's nice about it is the fact that it's like a jungle in the middle of the city. In the middle of the concrete jungle, there's a jungle, and there are many nice people here walking. Yeah, so that's about it. How are you today? Good. Do you wanna come into the video? I'm just shooting videos for some fun. Where are you from?
China.
China. And let me focus on you. And what do you do here? Do you travel?
Travel.
So you came from China for like a while to spend time in Singapore?
This is the first time.
For me too. I arrived yesterday from Phuket, from Thailand. Thailand, yes. I live in Thailand. How do you like it so far? It's a little bit strange, right? I mean, it's okay. I'm just, doing this for fun, just to remember.
And it was shy.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but it's okay. You're cool. You have a nice ring, very big. What is this?
Just in.
Oh, you bought it here.
就是 in the school.
School.
School. 然后there's many students saw this.
They gave it to you. The students. One student. So you're a teacher?
No.
No? Oh, you went to a school.
Yeah.
Other parts of Singapore. Oh, look at this. That's an unusual statue. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. I'm into that. Right, so that's where people usually go before opening a business. And when I opened my first business, technically when I opened my first business, I had zero experience like with anything business related, and I think I was even in a way anti-business, anti-capitalist most of my teenage years, which was due to me being in the punk rock scene and maybe coming from Russia back in the day. But I'm thinking, do you really need to go to a business school, which is Lee Kong Chian School of Business? Do you need to go to business school in order to open a business? Will this education, well, probably it will help you, right, with your future business. But from what I've seen many times, people who technically go to schools of business, they don't essentially, or not necessarily at least, open a business or get good in it. I mean, I've never been to university. I'm mostly self-taught, and like online courses and all this stuff. I mean, it definitely will not hurt, but it definitely also is not the something that will help you become maybe it will help you become a better businessman. It's just not something that is mandatory for sure. All of my businesses, it's like a roller coaster, but I need to be more systematic about this. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll go to Lee Kong Chian School of Business here in Singapore, and I don't know, maybe it will help me somehow develop my own business. But actually I don't see myself going to university at any time, because I don't think I would. Yeah, but just a little thought about business. Hey, so it's the morning of day 2, and I'm slowly moving around. I've moved around from my area to Fort Canning or something like that. It's like a pretty big garden park, more say. Sort of cool stuff around, some nice trees. What's nice is in the middle of Singapore, being a city, like concrete jungle as they call it, you have this nice garden and nice park, so nice way to breathe. And generally it's really green here. It feels like Europe in a way. It kind of reminded me of some parts of Amsterdam, for example. It's pretty nice. Now I'm heading to Sentosa, which is like an island. It's funny thing, when I was thinking of Singapore at first, before visiting it, I thought of it like an island, which has like lots of tall buildings, and that's it, and surrounded by water. But turns out like there are beaches here, so today I'm gonna see a few beaches, hopefully, maybe even swim a little bit. I didn't bring a towel or anything, but who cares, just like it's pretty hot here. There's no sun though. The last 2 days have been just plain gray. Oh, it's the sun is getting a bit more blue. I guess it's because also let me just try to do that like this. Yeah. Oh, it's still kind of the shooting mode makes it a little bit white. But generally it's a bit gray around, and it said it's going to be rain tomorrow, which kind of sucks, but hopefully, I'm not going to get caught in the rain, and if I will, it's fine, because there's a lot of places to run away from the rain. So what's planned is this island, and there's another place, also kind of islandish thing, like there's a lot of nature here, which is, again, for me it was weird in terms of all this recording video in public is a bit different. Actually, the angle here does not show, but there are lots of people walking, and it's one of the reasons that I'm actually shooting this video, is to get more comfortable with the camera on public, because shooting videos in my living room or whatever became much easier rather than just walking around and like shooting them in public. It's pretty cool. It kind of puts your shame away. Well, I was speaking with my friend yesterday about being shameless. Of course, in a good way. It doesn't mean like you need to hurt people, but shameless in terms of if you feel like, oh, I shouldn't do that, I'm a bit shy, whatever, then you're not doing a favor to those who might hear your message or who might just get some ideas from you. So that's one thing to say here. And yeah, hopefully do more videos. Right, so I'm in the Singaporean metro once again, and once again it wins with the really nice and creative thing I found here. So I found this. These kind of things inspire creativity in me. Let me focus on this. There's a nice little quote that was written here, and it says, "An unruly stream gives a sense of direction, which is what a train does. So it's like, that's how the well, the pastel is essentially about how it was created, but the first one is really nice. It's just like. And finally, I'm heading to the Sentosa. So it's about time to get there. Actually, it's 11:30, and I see that the camera battery is dying. So I'll just go and start my way to the Sentosa, which is there. So it just started raining here, and I'm somewhere in the Sentosa Island, and I just got myself a beer. So pretty awesome. And it just started raining all around, so I can't even find a place to make like a normal up to down video, but you know, it's always nice to practice different video styles and everything. So far what's been up in day 2. I've gotten to the Sentosa Island after seeing the university and after seeing the Fort Canning, which is like a fort that was used during the war. I think Japanese at some point conquered Singapore or something. I need to make a bit more homework about this. And people have umbrellas here, and I don't have an umbrella. I didn't expect it to rain at all. Like when I was ordering my tickets, I didn't even check the weather because you see if the microphone is working. Yeah, apparently it is. So I didn't even check the weather. Well, it's rainy. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow as well, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I get these guys from. Yep. So for now, I'm just gonna stay here, stand in this area, and just let me do a little kind of video around. This is let's lower down the brightness a little bit. I'm somewhere in the Sentosa Island, and as you can see, it's raining like in the good old days. You know what I mean? Yeah, there it is. And the rain is, you know, it's another tropical rain here in Asia, which makes me think, like, after traveling so many years through Asia, it's been like, what, a year backpacking through India, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, and Japan back in the day. Really back in the day, it's been 5 years now easily. And I'm thinking, like, generally I should exchange areas. Like, I need to travel more into some other places. And not because it sucks here or something. I mean, it's generally pretty cool here, but just because I want to see new places. So if I'm thinking about it, maybe actually I should somewhere end of this year head to South America maybe. I'm still kind of, I'm not sure even what the hell was gonna happen with me. I just turned 29 like a few days ago. Actually, I think like less than a week ago I turned 29, and it's pretty weird. Oh, what can I do? Time is not waiting to anyone, and me obviously as well. So I'm just trying to do my best, and this, I wouldn't say this trip was spontaneous to Singapore. It was more like just a trip because I had to exchange my, I had to extend my visa. And here I am, extending my visa, which is pretty cool. This video is about thoughts of 2019, the year that just passed. So 14 days ago, 2019 ended and started 2020, which is a new decade and a new year, obviously. To bring into conclusion all the stuff that happened throughout 2019 and 18, I think as of growth and learning, 2019 turned out a very learnful year. Like the amount of books that was read, the amount of courses that was taken, the amount of information that was consumed through YouTube as well, I think makes it the biggest year of information of my life. I think so. I'm not sure. I need to dive deeper into that, but I think, yeah, it might be just so. It was also a year of realizations, like a lot of realizations, self-realizations, stuff that one understands about himself and makes conclusions, whatever they be. And one of them for me is going back to Israel now, probably after a while in Thailand, after like a year and a half, 2 years or something of life in Thailand, which were nice. Like if I conclude all the good experiences, they definitely outweigh the bad ones. But there are some things that I understood very deeply, and hence I'm gonna make the move. What I'm gonna do probably is in a month, when I come back to Thailand right now, which is number 17. I'll have 30-day hopefully stamp for my visa to Thailand. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stay there, just finish my days in Phuket, say goodbye to the awesome island, and I'll just go back to Israel. For how long, I don't know. For at least a month, I would say, just to get my head together. But I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen, like in terms of like what's gonna happen next. Freaking beer is like 10.5 Singaporean dollars. It's like $9 US or whatever. It's pretty freaking crazy. So these are the thoughts, and yeah, again, to do some conclusions of 2019. It's been a hell of a year, and in a good way, in a bad way as well. I'm full ready for 2020 to take advantage of this year and break certain beliefs, just continue with what I'm doing, continue with the video. Essentially what I'm doing right now, I'm just recording random videos from my travels in order to get used to doing video in public, generally using shame as well, like, because it's kind of weird maybe you would say to do that, but then you think about like, who really cares, who gives a fuck, you know what I mean? So like, that's one of the things. So I'm full ready for 2020. I'm gonna be crushing it, and as the Tequila and Tan t-shirt here says, generally the last year has been good. Like, I've met a lot of nice people as well. I was lucky enough to have literally amazing encounters, yeah, and generally the ability to, and the way that the last year went, but living a whole year abroad, living in Phuket and Thailand was really enriching experience, because you know, you learn a lot, you learn how to deal with the visas, you learn how to deal with the immigration, generally about living in another country and just adjusting to the local people, to the local authorities as well. I'm learning to drive a scooter, whatnot, being on a beach like 100 days out of 365 or whatever, which was really nice. I mean, generally, like any encounter, it is worth it, and it was definitely worth it to be there, to do that, to experience that. I will never regret it. Now I'm in Singapore anyway, and the rain is kind of over. So I'm pretty excited for this, because now I'm gonna walk somewhere. I think the beachway is somewhere there, and apparently there is a beach here, so I think I'll visit a beach. Anyway, I'm getting used to the concrete city. Like, when you go from Phuket, which is literally a village, you know, just riding a scooter and, you know, doing some sorts of stuff, to Singapore, which is a city, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. But from the other side, it was something I was expecting as well, something I was looking for in order to, you know, to make this little mindset switch, because it was just needed for the sake of it, for the maturity of my life, for my brain. I don't know. There's a lot of tourists here in Singapore. I met a girl from Mongolia. I thought she said Cambodia at first. I met some girl from Vietnam. Like, there are a bunch of other people here. I mean, I saw some Americans, probably some Russians, me being from Israel. I mean, it's pretty a multicultural place. Again, moving out of Phuket to some other place with that many people from different places, which Phuket is also like very touristy place if you think about it. Maybe even more touristy than Singapore in a way. Just the place I live in Phuket is like not that super touristy. So yeah, that'll be it for this video, I think, to wrap it up. 2019, thank you. 2020, welcome, and just ready to crash it, and so I will. I'm progressing with my day here now, and I'm still in Sentosa. This is one of the beaches. It's been pretty interesting so far. I would say that my ability to get into adventures and to create connections with people is getting just better all the time, which I'm excited for. And it's so beautiful here. I mean, it's partly artificial, partly not, I think. Yeah, it's very nice. But anyhow, it's been really nice here. I think I'm gonna go back towards the city right now, because there's not much still left to do here. Anyway, it's been a nice few days here already. Second day here in Singapore, and so far it's really good. Day number 4 is gonna be just a few hours. I mean, I'm just not gonna travel. So essentially this and tomorrow is my last days. Today I'm gonna go clubbing. I'm eager also to go to the hotel to the Marina Bay And tomorrow I'll go see other places, take some more pictures. It's been really nice here so far. I'm loving Singapore. And as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm also going to go back to Israel soon. I'm going to Phuket first, and then I'm going to go to Israel. I think it's nice. Also, I spoke to this group of people there, and I easily opened up with them. I think learning communication is also important if you want to reach places in life, because it's all about humans eventually. Like whatever you're doing, business, relationships, it involves others, you know, no matter what you're doing. Even if you're very introverted like me or whatever, you're still going to be encountering humans and you're going to be speaking to them. So why not enhance the skill? Why not enhance the skill of communication? It's a really nice day today in Sentosa here. And tomorrow I think also I'll wake up early and just go travel more. Like, it's been so nice so far. I'm loving Singapore. I'm loving to be out traveling. I think what I really need to do is just to get on the roads again, and I will do that I think somewhere maybe this year, no matter where actually. I'm thinking about just the fact that I'm kind of on the roads now. I'm just walking around, meeting people. This is what makes me feel really nice. I found this nice location here where I'm able to sit and speak. That's it, I guess. So I'll be wrapping up this video and I'll see you in my next one. Alright, so I'm back at you with another video. We'll call it Being Shameless. And I chose to record it here in the square, where essentially there are very many people walking around, and one might say it's a bit weird to do this kind of video or whatever that is here, because people are looking and it's a bit strange. But why the idea of shamelessness or shameless or not it? If you're not taking those steps to overcome the fear of what others think, well, you might be hurting people. And why? Because when you don't do that, when you don't take a step to do something you want or to make a dream of yours come true because you're shy, you're scared, you are not too sure, you're thinking mostly what people will think, then somebody might lose from this and decide from you, somebody else. That means your message might not go to the world. And your message should go to the world because each of you carries a special message, a unique message in a way, right? And share it with the world, because otherwise, I mean, life is too short anyway. So what I would recommend you is just lose the fear of publicity, lose the fear of saying anything, lose the fear of being ashamed to do whatever, because you are allowed to do essentially anything, like whatever the fuck you want, to conclude it fully, because what people see, people might look, people might say, but most you're not gonna even see them again. Be that a girl you're approaching, or be that a project you're trying to take on, like the maximum that can go, like it's not gonna work. Somebody might say something, but who the fuck cares? Like, so the earlier you realize that, I think the happier you'll be, and generally the more fulfilled you'll be, because that's essentially it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. That's what I'm thinking. So, aside from this, Sentosa Island has been really nice. I was able to meet some nice people here. I've gotten a nice conversation. I was able to learn a little bit more about Singapore as a country, because I've met some Singaporean guys and girls, and they've been really nice and awesome. Pretty friendly as well. I've gotten to know many facts about Singapore that I was not even aware of. It's pretty cool. And I think now I'm gonna go ahead to the town. I might go to the Marina Bay Hotel, maybe to meet up with some people that I've met here before. And that's it. Maybe I'll have another beer. Beer is very expensive here. Beer is like, what is it, like 10 bucks here. I bought a beer for 10.50 Singaporean dollars, which would be equivalent to like $9. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's about it. So till the next time, till the next video, day number 2, midday. It's been going pretty awesome. It's been pretty surprisingly interesting, and yeah, so the wall behind me is rolling, Universal Wall. So you can see Universal Studios here or something. I'm not taking that tour, it's not really interested in that, but the island itself is really nice. So you see the time now. Yep, so till the next time, over out. What's up, what's up? Today's number 3 of the travel, and I'm just starting with a coffee to conclude yesterday. It was the Sentosa Island and as well some party at night. So a few things about the party scene in Singapore. It's scattered along a little line of clubs and bars. I can't remember the name now. And it was pretty nice. I mean, the crowd is really young. It seems like, yeah, I felt a little bit older than the guys. Nothing special, I would say. And today I have my technically last day of the trip because tomorrow morning I'm leaving back to Phuket. I'm going to the airport. I think I have my flight only at 10 in the morning, so I'm not going to have any time doing today. But today I have a full day to go around, and today I'm interviewing Lian Zheng Wen, and we're going to do an interview about the running a digital marketing agency. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I need to get myself a little bit ready for this. Just to go through some points. Just had a really nice meal here in this place. It's like an Indian place called ABC the restaurant. They have nice chapati here and they serve nice coffee, as I mentioned before. So, hey man, let me switch on to you.
Hi.
Good morning, brother. Thank you for the food.
Yeah.
Very nice, man. Thank you.
You're from?
I come from Israel, man.
Israel.
Yeah, Israel. But I live in Phuket, in Thailand. So I came for 4 days.
How many days of stay?
4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
Finish ready? Yeah.
Tomorrow I fly in in the morning. Yeah.
I miss you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Really nice food here. Thank you a lot. Yeah. So what I can say? Singapore is like a multicultural kind of city, and you have people from India here, people from China populating this nice little island, and it's pretty exciting. So yes, I was mentioned before, today I'm gonna go meet Lian Zheng Wen. I'm gonna have interviews, so it's gonna be nice. Aside from this, I'm gonna go to Botanic Gardens, just a few rides away from here, a Mustafa Center, which is like center, and that's about it. So I'll go finish my coffee now and start the day. I'm in the Botanic Gardens in Singapore, and I'm using this little bait with let me show you. Lots of fish there. This is my last bait. Some turtles here. Look at that. That's the area itself. Yeah, recording, man. Let's just do it. Okay. Man.
Alright.
So let's just see if we sound well. If we speak fully, with how to say, properly kind of thing. Will we be heard? Also, when speaking, we can put a loop here in the middle, so you can be really comfortable. It's like gives the viewer, it feels like you're talking to him.
Okay.
You can be talking to me as well because we're gonna be.
So I'll be, I think, talking to you most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And then if I say something like like learning lesson for the audience, then I'll just speak to the camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're warming up this video for the interview, and we have a set of questions coming up now. We're going to be speaking about starting a digital marketing agency with $0, and I'm going to ask and interview Lian Zheng Wen and see the experience he can share with us, and let's see how we sound then.
Okay.
It's the last warm-up. Awesome, so we've been warming up for a while. I think we've set the sound well. Hopefully that is going to work well. We have our coffee with our green matcha tea. We are ready to have fun. By the way, these are also going to stay as, we're going to have this footage. Man. It's funny. And, we have our questions here. We have some water. You can get a white or whatever you want. And so I'm just going to do the last sound check. And we're gonna get to it.
Alright, I'm excited.
Yep. Hey, welcome to my new video. Good man, good.
Okay. Alright.
Small businesses and local businesses get more clients, gets more. No. See? Yeah. It's good though, yes?
It's good.
Yeah.
You know, doing it one time.
Get more clients and therefore generate more revenue. I kind of you see because why I didn't kind of revenue and the sound was working, right? Just to
Yep. No more excuses, man. That's
Yeah, that's the spirit, man.
It
You
sounds
also
working,
gotta-
man. Yeah. I'm scared too, but let's do it.
So today I'm accompanied by Lian Zheng Wen and I forgot it. Lian Zheng Wen.
So guys, just gonna do some jumping jacks here. Let me know, man. Let me know.
Lian Zheng Wen, and then
He owns a.
oh yeah,
yeah.
of course. And
Okay.
you know, before I was making the interview with Sam the other day, man,
Yeah.
I was practicing a lot, man. It was crazy.
That's good, man. It was really scary because with him I was, you know, like we were like also live on the
Alone,
coast.
right.
Pretty crazy, but
today I'm accompanied by Lian Zheng Wen and Lian. Hey man, thank you a lot for coming
Hey,
today. I really
thanks for having
appreciate
me,
it,
man. I really
man.
appreciate it as
I'm
well.
really happy to meet you eventually here in Singapore after a
Yeah.
while. And yeah, man,
Finally
thank
got to
you
meet
a
each
lot
other.
for coming. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Okay. Oh man, that's great. Oh.
I think it's good, man. I think where it stopped is fine because we caught up with.
Yeah.
It is gonna be cut well, man. It's
You know,
normal.